This is the ColorPerfect color negative introductory video. Many ColorPerfect users are professional photographers working with current color negative films, but many others simply have an old box of negatives they want to restore and preserve. For this introductory video, I am going to use a negative that is over 50 years old, taken on the Kodacolor of that era. First, we bring the image into Photoshop. We have scanned this negative as a linear TIFF file, and as you can see, what we have is the negative itself, orange mask and all. Often such images will appear darker than this one does. Making a proper scan is very important, and we have instructions on the website to get the user started in this. Now we call up ColorPerfect. As is often the case, the image is already reasonably good. The orange or whatever color mask has automatically disappeared. But we have this set for a Fuji film. Even though ColorPerfect has characterizations for hundreds of films, our image is old enough that we probably won't find an exact match. But surely we can get closer. Okay. Kodak films. And from that long list, we find Kodacolor 2. Kodacolor 2 is a later film, but it is similar to Kodacolor, and in this case it seems to work okay. We may find that the color balance is a little bit off, however. ColorPerfect has several ways of adjusting the color balance. In this case, we will use one called the ring around. So we click the box labeled ring. Now our image is surrounded by a ring of images where the color has been adjusted in each one. Each image has a small square in the corner, see there's the red one, showing the color shift of that image. We can judge the color better here if we zoom in a little bit and get a larger image. Here it seems to my taste that the red image is a little bit better, and so I will click it. When I do that, the center image moves halfway to where the red image was. I think I still like a little bit more red, so I'll click again. Now I think perhaps the yellow would be an improvement, so I'll click that. The amount of color adjustment in these boxes is adjustable using the slider. If we move up, we get a much larger shift in color. If we move down, we get something where we can fine-tune color when we're very close. The ring goes away when I click another box, and I will click black. If we now adjust black, it controls the amount of light falling on the image. So if I adjust to lighter, you can see that the highlight areas have become blown. And if I adjust darker, everything comes in. Now if I adjust back up to a reasonable level, you can see that we have lost detail on the back of this sheet. We can get detail back by using a highlight adjustment. White adds or removes white from the image, effectively adding or removing white fog. Strongest effect is in the shadows. If we move the slider up, we get a fog effect. If we move the slider down, it removes fog from the image. Again, there is a shadow control, which prevents losing detail from the darker areas. I want to save this place so I can get back to it. There are many other controls in ColorPerfect, like saturation, and gamma. But we will go back now to where we saved, and we will OK out to save the image. And there's our final result.